What's up everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm pretty stoked because my friends at Insta360 decided to send me the Insta1R Twin Edition. Now this thing is jam-packed with a bunch of accessories and mods that you can get for the camera, but today I'm going to be unboxing it, giving you my thoughts, and taking this out into the real world and testing it to the best of my ability. Now I want this camera to hold up to what I used for the Insta360 One X, because this thing was awesome. I took this with me traveling. It was so quick just to pull out, and I love the small form factor, so we'll see if this one can hold up to that. Woo! The best thing about the Insta360 One R Edition is that it has a modular system, as in you can interchange lenses as needed. So this is the Twin Edition, so it actually comes with a 4K mod, which is the 4K wide angle, which has an f2.8 16.4 millimeter equivalent, and a 360 mod, which is a, you guessed it, 360 camera. It has two cameras on each side, and this is a dual lens with an f2 at a 7.2 mil equivalent. So got some stickers and a microfiber cloth. We have a USB-C charging cable, and I'm so thankful that companies are finally moving to USB-C. This is exactly what I was wondering. Since it's a 360 camera and it's a mod, like how do you hold this thing? Well, looks like they've actually included a little case that looks like you can just snap it on and protect your lenses when you aren't using it. Because the thing with 360 cameras, when you have them, if you scratch up the lens, you will easily be able to see that scratch, and it's not a good look. So I'm thankful that they included that guy. We have a case for it, which is pretty cool, and it looks like we have the two finger mounts here at the bottom, and this is great because I can use this with all of my GoPro attachments. So this is like a stick that I use when I am shooting with this thing, so this would be great that I can screw this little attachment onto here and then just attach my Insta360 One R right there. So then I have a large pole that I can use to get those really cool shots. So I'm definitely gonna be using this later on. So like already off the bat, it's pretty freaking cool that you can have a modular system. So if in the future Insta360 wants to come up with an upgrade, you can literally just attach that upgrade onto your system, clip it all together, and then in a couple seconds you have your new action camera, which is pretty sick. You can preview in 360 and plan out a shot before you even get it. But it is already incredible, the fact that you can do this on the app. And I actually love this because you can see what the camera will see. You can see the different effects you can get. I guess the biggest thing is just to see how this performs, because I can say this is amazing, but until I actually test it, that's gonna be another story. So I'm gonna put this thing on the charger and head on outside, and then I'll just chat about some of the clips I shot. So far, I absolutely love this thing because the ability to just capture everything and move around however you want without having to worry about the shot, and being able to take it up and just move it, pick it up and move it, is just incredible. Like, you can get shots that I haven't even dreamt of just because of this camera. We're at Zilker Park in Austin, Texas, and it is a massive open field. So I want to test out the audio on this to see if it's good enough for vlogging, because right now I have it about an arm's length away. I could have it farther, but I think this angle looks good, and that's the best thing about this camera, is I can actually flip the screen around so I can see what the shot looks like. So in case I'm cutting off my head, I can immediately see what it looks like, and that is a great feature. it is dark out now. We have sunset and I'm using my phone as a little flashlight, but I want to test out some low light stuff on this little guy with the 4K 60 so we can get some slow-mo of the city. Let's check it out. Let's talk about shot lapse. What is shot lapse? Well, Insta360 actually has this included in their app, and you can scroll through here and see a bunch of different effects that you can do. For example, let's show you two. So I'm gonna click on Clone Trail, and then when I click on Clone Trail, it shows you how to do it. It's basically a walkthrough of showing you how to create this effect. It is so simple. And then I'm gonna click Apply or use this theme, and then select the video that I just shot using their tutorial. So I'm gonna scrub to a point where I start walking, and I'm gonna make sure I'm in the center of the screen, and then I'm just going to long press on my subject. And look at that. That is literally tracking in real time, and it's pretty freaking incredible. Keep in mind that I am actually streaming this from the Insta360 right now. So the fact that this can track and stream from the Insta360 at the same time is pretty incredible. Now, you'll get better results if you download it to your phone and then start tracking, but this works for me, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's let this track all the way through. And when you're done, you can just select Stop Tracking and choose your clone density from low, moderate, or high. And that basically changes how much of the clone you want in there. So I'm just gonna keep it on moderate and click Generate Clone Trail. All right, so that just finished, and let's watch it. This is insane. The fact that it can literally track, and oh my gosh. I like wouldn't know how to create this effect if I was just filming it on my camera. That's incredible. So it looks like you can change the speed. You can pretty much do anything with this, but you'll have to play around with it if you pick up the Insta360 using the link description down below. From here, we can export it, we can do whatever we want, and then upload it to social media. Let's do one more because this next one is probably my favorite effect. So we're gonna scroll down until we see stop motion. And then we're gonna select on stop motion and click Apply, because this effect we're going to use the next clip that I shot where I was just walking. I held the camera out at a low angle in front of me, and I literally was just walking. All right, that looks good right there, and let's just select the target. While that's finishing up tracking, let's talk about the Insta360 1R Twin Edition. I absolutely love this thing. I think it's incredible, and you should pick it up today using the link in the description down below, because it's so diverse. If Insta360 wants to come up with an upgraded camera module, which I heard talks of a 3D camera module coming out, you can buy it and snap it right on. And that is the best thing about this camera, is its modular design. If you want to carry an extra battery pack, you can. If you need sound upgrades, they have attachments for that, which we're going to be testing after this. If you want a different lens, you can just snap it on and it's great. For me, it works because I want this thing to perform in every scenario. And the best thing about it is it allows me to think creatively about shots that I typically wouldn't do. For example, we were on a bridge jumping off of it, and I decided to tie a rope around the bottom and just swing this thing. And since I'm recording in 360, well, guess what? It captures everything. So you could get a really dynamic shot that you theoretically couldn't have gotten before. So that's the best feature about it. Some downsides about the camera itself is the battery life. You'll only get about an hour of continuous 360 shooting. Now, if you think about it though, most of the time I'm only shooting for 1 minute to 2 minutes at a time on 360, and then I shut the camera off until I plan out my next shot. So that's not really a big issue for me. I used this thing for about 3 hours and I still had plenty of battery. So battery life is fine for me. I like it. And the other issue I had was the internal camera audio. So if you're trying to vlog out in public and there's a lot of noise or wind, you won't really get the best audio that I'm used to getting in a GoPro. However, Insta360 also sent me this guy. What is it? Well, this is a USB-C to mic jack. That way I can connect my lavalier that I have on right here to this guy. So let's test that out. All right, so I just unplugged that so it doesn't sound as good, but with the Insta360 USB-C to mic port, we can plug this into our camera, just like so. And then if you have a lavalier microphone, like I have this wireless Sennheiser, you can plug this into that microphone jack. Now, theoretically, you should get good audio. All right, what's up? So this is an audio test with the lavalier. This is my studio. It's a little messy as you can see, but using this lavalier, we can theoretically get great audio. And that's the biggest thing is with the Insta360, I want good audio. So if I'm vlogging or I'm out in public, I want to be able to have good audio and talk to my audience if I just take this camera vlogging with me. Let's get back to my main camera and close out this video. That is so freaking cool. You can just like stop motion walk all over the place. Now, a cool thing about this effect is that was the static version. Now, if you click the forward version, the anticipation is killing me. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. I know I only did like 3 seconds, but look how cool that is. You are literally tracking so much ground and stepping at the same time. This is like next level of stuff that I had never even thought of. At around $479, I know this is a little bit expensive, but the way you need to look at it is it's an investment into your gear. And not only is it just an action camera, it's also a 360 camera and a 1-inch camera if you get the 1-inch mod. It's a completely modular camera. Instead of having to buy a fully new setup, you can just buy a lens. That's a pretty ingenious idea. Overall, I'm very impressed with the gear and everything that Insta360 sent me out because this stuff is fun. Like, it is just fun swinging this around, thinking about different shots creatively, and ultimately, I enjoy it. Like, it's a high quality 360 cam. Well done, guys. Well done. I'm impressed. Huge shout out to Insta360 for sending this out for a review. I hope that in the future I can test out some aerial edition mods for this thing because you can attach this to a drone. Can you imagine the shots that I can get through trees being able to like FPV without an FPV drone? That would be cool. Hey Insta360, you guys wanna send me out a aerial edition? Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like button, please, because it seriously helps out the channel. And if you're new, consider subscribing, because I'm gonna be making some more stuff in the future. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.